Hi guys, welcome to Keeping It Simple Crafts. I hope everyone is doing good. Today I am going to be making this fall lantern using materials from Dollar Tree. I picked up these 5 photo frames from Dollar Tree and they're the 4x6 size. My daughter and I stopped by Dollar Tree yesterday and I just happened to see these beautiful blue photo frames, and so I thought they would make a perfect fall lantern. I have never seen the blue ones. You'll have to let me know if you have them in your store or not. But this is my first time making a lantern. I've had several requests and I just haven't done it, and when I saw those photo frames I thought they'd make the prettiest little lantern. So you're going to need the 5 photo frames, some E6000, and I am using Gorilla Glue, hot glue. First you're going to want to remove the back off of your little photo frames, and then you're going to want to take out the paper and the glass, and you will want to hot glue the corners of your glass into the frames. I just used a little dot of hot glue on all 4 corners and then set it aside and let it dry. Now on the last frame, your 5th frame, you will not want to glue the glass in because you'll be using it for the top part of the lantern. So once you have your glass glued in your 4 frames, just set them aside and let them dry. Now on the 5th frame, you're going to want to take it apart so that you can use the 2 shorter pieces of the frame to make the top part of the lantern. Now it is a little bit tricky and it took us a little bit of time, but just be patient and careful and you can take the frame apart. So we only use the 2 shorter pieces on the right. Next, to glue your lantern together, you're going to want to take your 4 frames and kind of line them up into a square, and then you're going to want to use a combination of E6000 and hot glue to attach your frames together to make the rectangle. So you'll want to let it all set overnight and dry and do not move it, but I just on the sides, I just did a bead of the hot glue and some of the E6000 and let it dry overnight. So just be very careful when you line it up. Take your time. And you'll also want to clean the glass on your frames too. So after it's dried, then you might want to clean the glass, but this is how it looks. And this is a petite lantern because the frames are only 4x6 size. I also attached the 2 little shorter pieces of the 5th frame to the top of the lantern and let them also sit and dry overnight. You can make this for any season or any holiday. I'm just making mine for fall, but Dollar Tree has a lot of beautiful flowers in right now. I ordered the wooden beads from Amazon. The Harlequin ribbon came from Hobby Lobby. The 2 floral picks came from Dollar Tree, and the 2 LED votive candles came from Dollar Tree. You'll need a couple zip ties, a pipe cleaner, your scissors, and wire cutters for the little swags. Now I made 2 swags, one on each side of my lantern so that it has a front and a back, and I just trimmed the 2 picks shorter. I only used the 2 fall floral picks for this one because I kept it petite since the lanterns are only 4x6, or the frames are only 4x6s. But if you want a thicker swag, then go ahead and pick up a few more floral picks. So you'll just take your flowers and just put some on the left side, some on the right side, and have the stems overlap. And when you get it the size you want, then you'll want to take your zip tie and zip tie the little swag together tightly in the center. If you do not have a zip tie, you can use a pipe cleaner or some floral stem wire, and then you might want to add a few dots of hot glue so that it does not slide. But I'm just using a petite size zip tie that my husband picks me up a canister of them at Harbor Freight, and so it has a bunch of different sizes, so I'm just using one of the smaller sizes. Next I'm tying a bow, and I'm just doing a single bow, so let out a short tail, make a loop, keep it pinched tightly, go to the other side. Sometimes you have to twist the ribbon when it has a design to keep the design on top. Try to make the loops the same size. Let out a little bit of a tail. And you'll want to either have some floral stem wire or a pipe cleaner close by to wrap tightly around the center of your bow. And I'm just using a Dollar Tree pipe cleaner. Make sure you get it wrapped nice and tight. Next, I'm dovetailing the ends. Fold your ribbon in half with the edges to the left side. Go to the folded side, cut away from the fold, and that makes the beautiful V on the ends. Next, you'll want to take the pipe cleaner and wrap it tightly around the little swag that you made. And then I just used the pipe cleaner from the bow that I wrapped around the swag to attach it to the top piece of my lantern. And then you'll want to kind of push around and twist and shape your flowers so that they're not just sticking straight out. So just remember, shape the loops on your bow and shape your flowers too after you attach it. And right now I could not find any ribbon at my Dollar Tree. They don't have any in yet. I've seen some people sharing some beautiful ribbon that they found at their store, but mine didn't have any in yet, so I picked mine up at Hobby Lobby. My daughter made this strand of wooden beads for me, so we just tied it on the top of the lantern, and with the leftover flowers I made a little swag for the back of the lantern. I just tied another single bow, same steps, and then I'm just taking the pipe cleaner and wrapping it around this little bouquet of flowers. And then you'll want to add some hot glue so that they do not slide or move. And then I just also attached it to the back of the lantern, same way as I did the first swag. Make sure you go back and fluff the loops on your bow and shape your flowers. And then for the very top, the little top of the triangle shape on the lantern, I added 3 wooden beads to kind of give it a more finished look. Try to tie both swags in the same area, and if your pipe cleaner is showing, then take a flower and just hot glue it over the top of the pipe cleaners so that your spacing does not show between the front and the back. And then these are just Dollar Tree candles, and so we just set the lantern right over them and it fits perfect. This lantern only cost me around $10 to make, and it turned out so cute and perfect for my entry table, and at night the little LED candles look so pretty. So if you're ready for fall, let me know in the comments section. Also, let me know what you think of this little lantern. Thanks so much for watching. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. I also have a couple more fall wreaths that I have made, so I will link those tutorials in the description box below for you if you have not watched them.